how did it happen that you got hit and Hudson and Bedrick got killed? What was the sequence of events that led up to that and the event itself?
The sequence of the events was that a lieutenant colonel who was with us, with the battalion I was with at that point, and this was quite rare. You very seldom saw a field-grade officer, directing works which are being conducted by company-grade officers, that is, captains and lieutenants. At one point, he thought he detected in my behavior some kind of hesitation to move into a dangerous position. And I thought he was mistaken because I was gesturing my troops to go into it. My sergeant had already taken half the platoon across this road, which was being machine gunned, and I was to bring the latter half. If I hadn't brought them, they might never have gotten there, so I was waiting for the moment to go across the road. And this lieutenant colonel was very angry. And he said, any more of that, and you're going to get in real trouble. He thought I was avoiding danger. And so consequently, a little later in the day, I had an opportunity to get into an empty German bunker, which the troops we'd been fighting against had vacated. And I didn't get in there because I didn't want the lieutenant colonel to see me avoiding danger a second time. Sergeant Hudson was with me, and so was Lieutenant Bedricky, who was in charge of the machine guns. And the three of us were together on top of the roof, the dirt roof of this bunker. And nobody decided to take safety in it at a moment when the 88 was still firing regularly into the woods.
As I understood it, the shells were sort of walking up towards you.
Absolutely. It was getting closer and closer to us, but about 5 had gone off, and I thought, good God, there can't be a 6. It's impossible. And anyhow, I will not lead these other 2 guys into the bunker, because if the lieutenant colonel sees me again, I'll be in the real trouble he has prophesied. And so I didn't. We all lay down together, and the final artillery shell went off above us. The shrapnel striking me, hitting Sergeant Hudson so badly that he died virtually instantly, and killing in the same way Lieutenant Bedricky. So I was the only survivor out of the 3 of us. And that was that moment. But the reason was a perfectly human thing, that is the desire not to seem a coward in the eyes of a senior officer.
Have you ever felt in any way responsible for their deaths?
No.
No.
No, yeah. It could have happened to anybody.
Yeah, yeah.
No. And I was doing my best. I was being very brave at that moment by not leaving, so I was equipped with a rationalization.
Yeah.
Which
what it did is it took off a chunk of your leg to the point where you're on 40% disability even today. Is that correct?
That's right. Yeah. Which I don't mind at all, because when I smoked, that was cigarette money, and it just came in automatically.
Yeah.
And it now goes into my bank account. I don't even notice it anymore. It's about $500 a month, which is something.
Yeah. And you make the point late in doing battle that you still remember the war, among other reasons. When you're outside, you're always looking at land as from the military standpoint, and your leg never let you forget it.
Worse than that, when I hear air hammers outside in construction work, it sounds so much like a machine gun that I look around to find a place where I can hide from the fire. You never get over it, never.
Yeah.
As somebody like James Jones, the novelist, realized, you keep it forever.
Yeah, right.
This excerpt is brought to you by the Massachusetts School of Law, the leader of reform in legal education and a leader in multimedia education for the public. To view the full interview and for a full listing of MSL's programs, log on to mslaw.edu.